Assalamu alaikum. Myself Misbah Yasin. I have completed my MSc from Jinnah University of Women. I am thankful to my research supervisor Ms. Nahid Afshar who have given me this opportunity to present my research work as oral lecture in this conference. The main title of my study is Bioprospecting of Environmentalist Rhodiola isolated from Indian Ocean for the production of beta carotene or pre-vitamin A. The topic I will cover in this presentation are purpose of study, importance of beta carotene, aim of study, material and method, then result and conclusion. In the introduction, I will give a brief summary why we have performed this experiment and what is the importance of beta carotene. The purpose of this study is to utilize ocean for the extraction of products which are valuable to human health and have positive impact on economy without causing any damage to the environment. Now I will highlight importance of beta carotene. Beta carotene shows a good pro-vitamin A activity, which means it must be taken in diet or as a dietary supplement, so it will be converted into vitamin A without causing any vitamin A toxicity. As we all know, vitamin A is a micronutrient vital for healthy cell formation, good for normal vision, and a powerful antioxidant which can reverse the cellular damage caused by oxidative stress. Now, what is the aim of study or objective and what can we obtain from this experiment? The main objective of this research is to produce beta carotene from microbial source to contribute in a global market of beta carotene which is estimated to be more than $300 billion. The reason is large portion of the consumer demand is fulfilled from synthetic meat, but beta carotene from natural source is always in huge demand. So to fulfill this gap, beta carotene from microbial source could be considered a better option. Now before designing the actual experiment, we set three main targets. Number one, if we are using ocean sample, it must not disturb or cause any damage to the marine life and ecosystem. Secondly, method, ingredient used for media preparation should be kept simple and easy to follow. And lastly, reagents, media, equipments we are using should not be expensive or harmful and must be accessible. So the material we use are sugar fermentation medium, citrate, urease for biochemical analysis, SDA, yeast malt agar medium for cultural incubation, dimethyl sulfoxide as a solvent, and water sample. The water sample was collected from the surface water of open sea in a 2-liter bottle maintaining the aseptic conditions. For the methodology, very first step is to check whether any viable yeast cells are present in sample or not. For this, we loaded 100 microliter of water sample mixed with trypane blue in the Neubauer's chamber and observed whether yeast cells are present or not. In the second step, when the presence of yeast is confirmed, we loaded 0.1 ml of water sample on SGA plate and made a uniform lawn and incubated at 25 degrees Celsius for 72 hours. After 72 hours, peach orange colonies were observed in a mixed culture. The next step is to perform pure culturing. From the pure culture we pick from the mixed culture we pick orange peach colonies and streak on a new SDA plate and again incubated at 25 degrees centigrade for 72 hours. At this stage, isolation of rhodiola is completed, and now from the next stage, fermentation and extraction will begin. So we will prepare a cell suspension. To prepare a cell suspension, we have mixed 1 part of peptone and 9 parts of water in 1 ml solution. In the next step, we have prepared 10 ml inoculum. In this inoculum, we have added previously made 1 ml cell suspension and 9 ml of yeast malt agar medium and incubated at 25 degrees centigrade for 72 hours. The inoculum will serve as a starting point of the fermentation. Now at this point, actual process of fermentation begins. In a 250 ml flask, we added 10 ml of prepared inoculum and 90 ml of E-Smart medium and incubated it for 6 days at 25 degrees centigrade in a dark room, and each day the media was placed in a temperature controlled shaking incubator for 6 to 7 hours at 25 degrees centigrade. After 6 days, the pH was dropped to 4 from the initial pH of 6. After the fermentation is completed, biomass is collected. To collect a biomass, the fermented media is centrifuged at 1500 rpm for 15. The supernatant is discarded, sediments are washed and dried very carefully. Now we have performed cell disruption. We have used chemical disruption method for the extraction of product, as it is the most optimum method for the extraction of product. In the supernatant obtained by the centrifugation, 4 ml of dimethyl sulfoxide is added and exposed to direct heat for 1 minute and left undisturbed for 15 minutes. The process is repeated for 1 hour till the color is changed. For the confirmatory test, we have added chloroform and hydrochloric acid from the walls of test tube. As a result, a solution is divided into two phases. As you can see, a dark color ring is also formed at the very top of the test tube. It is a confirmatory test for terpenoids because carotenes are terpenes in nature. In the last step, we have performed spectrophotometry of solution and read it against 490 nanometer light. Finally, in result, we have calculated the total concentration of beta carotene by applying standard formula, and we obtained 3.06 milligram of beta carotene per gram of dry mass of each cell. Now I will conclude my lecture here. The amount we obtained by this experiment is relatively good as compared to other methods. In the final step, purification and quality checking of the product is considered as a future aspect, which will decide either it can be used in pharmaceuticals, nutraceuticals, food industry, cosmetic or aquaculture. Here are a few references. Thank you so much.